Hello PCS students. This video will be an instructional video on how to access your email, your school district email, along with some of the programs in the portal.office suite. In other words, Microsoft Office Online Suite. It's also called Office 365. So you can do this in any web browser on any device. You just need a web browser. So you can do it on your phone, you can do it on your tablet, you can do it on any computer. I'm currently working on a Mac, but it'll work the same on anything as long as you have a web browser, and your device doesn't even need to be particularly fast. It just needs to have an internet connection, and that's pretty much it. All the processing power is done in the cloud. So to begin, you want to go to portal. It's already coming up for me. .office.com, and I will provide a link for that. But if you type portal.office.com, press enter, you should be presented with a screen that looks somewhat like this. So to get in, you need to use essentially your username that you use to log into a laptop. And then we're just going to add a little bit onto the end of that. So your username should be your first dot last name. I'll be logging in with a different email just for demonstrational purposes, but I'll show you what I mean. So if it was me, it would be jeremy.jans@sd52.bc.ca. Okay? And so you have your first period dot last name at sd52.bc.ca. Okay? For my purposes, I'm going to be logging into iPad, into another account just for demonstration purposes, because I do have a lot of private stuff on my account. I don't want anything getting out there. So then you click next, say try to sign you in. Entering your password. This password will be the same as you use to log in to your laptop. So it'll be the same password. If you do not know that, you will have to probably just contact me, and I will reset it, and we'll go from there. But really, you could actually contact any of the staff members, and they can put in a help desk ticket to the tech department to reset it. So you put in your password, and you click sign in. Now, this is important. It says stay signed in. I highly recommend you say yes to this, okay? If you say yes to this, it won't keep making you sign in, which can be pretty annoying if you're moving through apps and you're trying to do stuff, and then it's like, oh, you got to sign in again. That's frustrating. So I highly recommend say yes to this unless you're on some weird computer or device. But if you're on your regular device, regular computer, just say yes. So I'll click yes. And you should be presented with something that looks like this, okay? The first up here are all your different apps. You might recognize some of these, like Microsoft Word, Excel, and of course Outlook, which is your email app. Down below here, it says no recent online Office documents. That's because I've never created a document with this, but right here will show you all the different documents you've recently worked with, okay? And same with kind of here. I don't have anything in my OneDrive on this account, and I don't have anything on my SharePoint, but this will kind of show you everything that's recent, okay? So we'll start with the email. To go into email, you'll click on this thing right here. This is your school district email. Click on Outlook, and as you'll notice, another window pops up, okay? Just like I was here, okay? Click on that, now this pops up, okay? Now you might be presented with something like this if you've never signed into Outlook before, okay? Now if this is the case, you can select your language. I always use United Kingdom because they spell more like Canadians, and I don't believe Canada is on here. Maybe it is now. Let's check. Canada. Where are you, Canada? Come on. Oh, hey, Canada. Okay. So change it to English Canada because guess what? We're Canadian. And then we want the time zone. We are in the Pacific USA time zone. It's very important that you set this up correctly or your emails will look like they're at a different time. And you'll be like, what the heck? You email me at 3 in the morning. And I'll be like, no, it's 3 in the morning, whatever time you're at. You know, maybe it's Havana time or something. But So you want Pacific time, US, Canada. That's what you want. Okay. So once you've done this, select your language, English Canada, time zone, UTC-08 Pacific time, US and Canada. Click save. Okay. Very important you do that. And then you should be presented with something like this. Okay. Right here, I've signed into some things with this email, so that's why it's giving me all of these emails. Probably give you a little welcome thing. We've added new streamlined features. You can click your way through this and read it if you want. Advanced scheduling at a glance. Enjoy your new Outlook, yada yada. Okay, then you can just click get started. So as you can see, here you have your emails. Okay, here's Flipboard. They've sent me an email to this address because I've signed up to it through this. You'll notice now the pictures are coming up. It has blocked all the pictures, right? So what you can do is you can say, I trust content from this, or show blocked content. Anything that's sent within the district, it will automatically show, but outside it might block. So I'm going to say, hey, you know what? I trust these guys. And then suddenly the pictures come up. So this is quite an interesting thing. Life during a pandemic. So this is New York City, if you don't know. And this is a huge military ship. They've gone there to deal with non-COVID related cases. So it's a nice isolated place. So those that don't have COVID but need medical care can do it in a safe place without getting infected. So enough of that. So this is essentially where your emails will come in, and that's in your inbox. Okay. Drafts is where if you just write an email and you save it, that's where your drafts will be. And this is where any of your sent things will be. Okay. So right here, one of the things you can do to start a new message is you just go right up here. It says new message. You click new message, and then you'll be presented with a new message right here. Okay. You have send. You can attach something, encrypted. I think they're all encrypted anyways. So for example, the nice thing is anybody that's a teacher or a staff member, they should have an account. So all you need to do is really spell their name. So if you were coming to me, you could say Jeremy. Okay, there's Jeremy. I don't know who Jeremy Shishika is, but there's me, Jeremy Jans. You can click on that. Oh, there's me. Okay. Let's say you want to talk to Solomon too, right? Solomon. Right, Solomon Garcia. Okay, Patty, Miss Stone, right? All should just come up really easily. Jonathan Panhasic, Devin, right? Anybody that's Devin Stubble. There's Devin Brightshaw, but you want Devin Stubble. And as you notice, you can probably notice some students you might recognize too. So any staff member, you can sort of email them. Okay, I'll just email myself here. Don't have to worry about CC, and I'll just say, hey, okay, now how's it going? This is an email, okay, and then you can send it, okay, so you press send, off, and if you go into sent items, you will notice now that it is here, okay. Other than that, there shouldn't be much else with this. You do have a calendar, which can be interesting if you want to set up some calendar stuff to say, I'm going to be doing this on this day. So you could, go on April 1st here, double click on it to create something, work on, English, right? And then you can set your time. I'm going to be working on there from 9 to 9 to, I don't know, 1.5 hours, right? And then you save, and then you'll see that event is created here, okay? And this could be interesting as the teachers might be able to push you events that will go into your calendar, okay? So definitely keep track of that. Those are the primary things that you need to know. If you have any specific questions, you can ask me. So that's your Outlook, okay? Now remember, you can either go back through here, right, to get to your apps and go back to Office 365, or you can go back to here. Remember, this is my email tab, okay? And then this is my home office tab, okay? So it'll always create a new tab. So another one that's very interesting is OneDrive. You guys, some of you have already started using OneDrive. If you saved anything on OneDrive, it'll be in here, okay? You might get presented with something like this. Let's get started. Okay, go ahead, start, work together. Isn't that wonderful? OneDrive equals love, I guess so. Don't know about that, but whatever. Okay, and so here you can even just drag in files if you want, anything like that. And so this will be very, if you start Word documents or something, they'll automatically be loaded in here. So I'll show you what that means. But this is your OneDrive. This is a really great place to save anything because it will always be accessible no matter where you're at. As long as you have an internet connection, you can get access to this because it's in the cloud. The other main app that I'm going to talk about is Microsoft Word. Okay, so if you click on this again, it'll ask you right here, what do you want to do? Okay, well, let's create a new document. Boom. It's going to go here and create a new document with a new window. Okay, little privacy thing. You can just pretty much ignore that. Okay, and so this kind of looks like a regular Word document that you might have used before. Here you can just add in a document name. So let's name this, my document, and I'll use a classic programming one. Hello world. Those of you who done any programming know the Hello World program. So, you can kind of just write your stuff out there, okay? One thing to note is that it's always saving. What's really great about doing this online through your web is that it's always saving. So you don't always have to save it. In fact, there's no place to save it. It's always saving, okay? So, maybe I want to make this bold. I can just go up here to bold. Now it's bold, anything that you want, kind of insert, a picture from this device or Bing, you can try Bing, say, okay, give me an airplane. All right, this weird airplane, right? Insert, boom. Okay, got an airplane. Okay, so lots of things you can kind of do that way. Here you can use your file stuff. You can save as if you want. Okay, save a copy online, and we'll talk about that. You can also download as a PDF. That's very good to know, okay? Or download a copy to your computer or device. But generally, you can keep it all in the cloud and just go from here. Home is kind of where you want to be. Another great feature in all of these apps is the share feature. So if you click up here to share, you'll notice that you can now share it, okay? This is really important. Anyone with this link can edit. You might want to just change to specific people and then say apply. But either way, it's okay. And then you say I want to give this to, I don't know, Miss Stone. So I can type in Patty Stone, and she'll come up, and you can put this in and automatically share it with her, and then she'll have access to this file. So it's a great way for you to submit work to any of the teachers. I believe they will all accept that. If not, they can tell me later. But at this point, it should be, Jonathan, here we go. Jonathan Pinghasick right here, right? And now you can share it with him, and you can give him a message, right? This is my work, right? So obviously you can share it if you got some work for me. You can share it, share it there, on there, right? And then that will share it. So that's all I really have. It's always to get back. You can always just go back here, click any of these apps if you want, or just click on Office 365, and it'll bring you back to this familiar page. Some things to note is that, see, I just started this document, and now it's already started to what they call populate my recent documents. So when I log on here later, I can just click on this, and it would automatically bring up this document. Also note that it always also brings up a new tab in the web browser, okay? So you're like, where the heck did that go, right? It's just in a new tab. And then one final thing is if we go back to our OneDrive, you'll notice my document is already in here, okay? So anytime you start a document in Microsoft Word, okay, new document, it will automatically create a document in your OneDrive. So I'll name this another document. Okay. Another hello world. Okay. And saving. See it saving. Yada yada yada. Give it a moment. Should save. It's saved. Now if I go here, I go to my OneDrive, you will note another document now exists. Okay, so this is a great thing. Anything you create in this cloud will automatically be saved to your OneDrive. Make sense? Okay, if you have any questions, definitely talk to me. And the best thing to do is just mess around, see what you like and what you don't like, and how you can make it work for you.